No, I just do it.
Some people think about it like because when you're in the pool, actually you think about breathing. No, so when you get in the pool, you think about not breathing. So breathing is not like an automatic function that you can't stop or start on your own. You get in the pool, you don't need not permission to breathe. So breathing is not like an automatic function that you can't stop or
it's impossible no matter how hard
no
you try
shit.
when you're in water.
That's what I just said.
So it's very impossible to do it.
That's literally what I just said. No shit. I just said that. I said that. You don't have to think about you think about stopping to breathe sometimes when you're in water. You think, oh, let me not breathe.
Like
so when you're underwater.
Hold up, Lakers.
Okay. I don't know if he's getting it. You don't need permission to breathe. Nobody's letting you do shit. You either breathe or you don't. When you go to the pool, you hold your breath. That is you stopping yourself from breathing. That has nothing to do with permission.
What do you? Okay, I mean, I've never mentioned any kind of permission. I'm just saying.
When you say the word "let," that insinuates somebody is giving you permission or has authority to allow. So when you say the word "let," that means somebody is allowing you to do something. That's what that insinuates.
Yeah, so it sounds like you want me to apologize for God. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll apologize for God.
No, we're not asking for apologize. What she's saying is you're basically saying God is the reason we have permission to like breathe.
Yeah, because it's like you said. It's like how you guys said how water could take away your breath. There's stuff out there that could take away our breath.
Yeah,
but again, our breath's not being taken away, or at least I mean, one day it will be, right? I mean, like one day maybe you just want to wake up. But that's the beauty of it. That's what we're getting. Those are miracles. I mean, you guys probably don't see them. I mean, you guys are probably like, hey, everything's random, right?
Nobody thinks that. But like, if you were brain unalived, right, your lungs would still work. But you would be pronounced unalive. Once your brain is unalive, that's it.
Well,
but you can still breathe while your brain is dead.
Well, I mean, they have machines that can keep you alive, but they just can't keep you alive.
Are you hearing what I'm saying, or
like they need machines to keep you alive? Like once your brain is dead, your body will not breathe by itself. The machines will breathe for you. I think that's what you meant to say. And let me see. What else? I mean, Jesus is the most quoted prophet in the Quran.
Wait, but Lakers. All right, you kind of strayed a little too far. I wanted your opinion on the topic, right? You don't need God or a Bible to figure out your own purpose in life. You create that for yourself.
No, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with believing in God and being the best version of yourself. Literally nothing wrong with that. I mean, all these great athletes, they thank God every single time. Like the basketball players, when they win the championship, what do? They thank God.
Yeah, but just because they thank God doesn't mean it's actually God.
Okay, but like, why are they thanking God then? Why?
Because they believe in Him.
You're assuming that they're thanking the Abrahamic God.
Hello.
Jesus Christ. That's what they mention.
You don't need.
They don't always mention Jesus Christ.
You don't need like God to figure out like your own purpose, but like it's still like an extra thing that can help you.
Can help you cope. About it.
It can help you be a better person.
It's gonna help
you. Can be a good person without religion.
Right.
But you can also be an amazing person with it. I don't understand your argument. Like you could be an amazing person with religion.
Like
and without.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I never said the opposite.
So it can help people, but not everyone needs it.
Hold up, Sage. Lakers, the thing they were saying is that
it's just hope for something in the afterlife. That's all it is.
And then it's also living your best life.
You can live your best life without a religion. That's the point.
Again, it's not to everybody.
You don't need it.
My point is that God will help you. That's my point. And He's helping.
Listen to what I'm saying and stop yapping, Unc. Listen, you don't need a God or a religion to be a good person. So for you to keep insinuating that you would have a better life with religion is a false sense of hope. I don't need your God or your religion to have my best life. That is
You would, and I'm gonna say this, and it's a bold statement. You would have a better life
To be a good person every day.
That's an opinion.
Claire, shut your mouth. I'm still talking.
Okay.
That's not factual. That's based in nothing. That's not factual. There's no factual basis that says if I have a religion, I will live a better life. When actually leaving a religion is what caused me to let go of a lot of anxiety and depression. So that's not true. You cannot just insinuate that people would have a better life with a organized religion when most people in organized religions are dealing with things like anxiety or depression.
In any
It just
human
depends
life,
on the
you're gonna
person.
deal
Yeah,
with
like
things
there's nothing wrong with you. You put words in people's mouth. You put
There's
words in
nothing-
people's mouth.
What the fuck? I didn't say nobody said shit.
You don't-
Yeah, you did. You keep saying that. I'm saying that. I never said that's the only way. I'm saying that.
Roll up, Lakers. Wait.
You said that's the best way. You never said that's the only way.
Hold up, Sage. Everybody, we got to go one at a time. Let somebody finish their whole thing before you respond.
Right.
Can I please talk?
The Lakers. Wait, Claire. Hold up. Let me finish.
Okay.
This is the thing. Yes, there's some people that turned to God, did some bad stuff, and became better people.
Mm-hmm.
What we're saying is you do not need, like, this is not necessary to become a better person. It's not mandatory. You can use almost anything to become a better person. You can use basketball to be a better person. Like, you don't need just Christianity and God to be a better person, to be the better you, to find this purpose in life.
Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So look. So yeah, check it out. That's why when I started my first sentence, I said that your statement is true. Hence why I said that. With your statement, what you have written down right there, it is true. But with that being said, everything that I said is also true. And I've never said that you guys have to do it. I'm just saying it's there for people, and it's made people the best version of themselves. Maybe it didn't make the best version
Hold
of
up 1 second. K-Dot, did you let them up here?
Oh, DJ? Yeah, why? What's up?
Yeah. So since TikTok has made that new thing where people can be verified with 1 follower, 2 followers, I try to avoid accounts under maybe 100, 200 because they're more than likely trolls. So like try to avoid adding people like him. He only has 69 followers, so I already didn't add him because he's sketch.
How much followers do I have? I don't even know.
So what's more important, followers or?
You have 79. You're just a good one, okay?
I mean, obviously, not everybody can go live. There's a
Like
reason why I can go live.
everybody can. People with 1 follower now, people with 0 followers now, as long as they can verify that they are over the age of 18 by using a ID or a debit or credit card or a passport or anything that says they're over the age, then yes, there are trolls now able to get on TikTok Live. I've been dealing with it for the past like week. But Sage, you just so happen to be a good person with 79 followers.
Thank you. Oh, I got my account banned like twice. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got my account banned like twice for just saying some stupid stuff because guidelines 2 years ago were just awful. Thankfully, they're a little better now. But I think both the statements are just complete dependent on the person and what they're going through. For example, I might find myself in need for some sort of hope to cope, for some help to like cope with like something bad happening in my life. So I could see perhaps how Jesus could help someone that has had like a bad time in their life in the current moment and find that as a coping mechanism. But if it's just like a normal day or something,
every Christian.
I mean, I'm not really the most religious person, but I have opinions on it. That's about it. I just think it's really dependent on what they're going through and who it is.
Well, I didn't disagree with Lakers' statement. The only thing he was trying to imply heavily was that you need it, but you can be Christian, I have some cousins and stuff that, turn to God and kind of are doing better than what they used to be. But, it does help. But I wouldn't say Christianity is like what you need to become.
Way. Yeah.
The only way to be the best thing that you can be or find your purpose in life.
I mean, maybe I would say maybe 1800s, sure. But now, like, we have like therapy, etc. So I mean, I could see 100 years ago, 200 years ago, sure. But now it's not really like that. There's other ways to cope.
There's actually more people now straying away from a lot of religions than
I
usual.
think that could be because people opened their eyes and just had a moment to be real with themselves.
Well, I think a part of it is multiple things, but I think definitely one part is technology for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to get so advanced to the point where like we're starting to answer things and do things that we would think only a God could do.
Or question things now that it's come to this part and like technology where it's as big as it is. And it's only gonna be better and better as time goes on. Eventually, flying cars will be a thing.
Probably. We might be like the Jetsons someday.
Not
Everybody
probably. It's gonna. I'd say like 50 years.
Tap that screen. We're gonna go live for a little bit. I got no type of sleep. Still trying to recover from work. I'm getting ready for my flight tomorrow. Going up to Friday. Going up to Texas.
You're not going up to anywhere. Texas is at the bottom of the map.
I'm going downward. I'm going downward, dog, to Texas, guys.
No, you're just going east. You're going southeast, dude. But you're definitely not going up to Texas. The only way you can go up to Texas is by being outside of America. It's at the bottom of the map.
I'll be going southeast to Texas, everybody. Wish me luck.
Don't worry, my family does the same thing. They live in Ohio, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, we're going to come on up to Florida. You mean down? You are at the top of the map. But, I digress. A lot of people don't pay attention to that kind of shit. It irks me. Because why do black people always gotta say they going up somewhere? You're not going up.
Because
do you know where you at?
Because Jayla, we gotta stay up to the Grand Canyon, Jayla.
Yeah, we gotta get to that Grand Canyon. Got a lot of portals in there. Unc said, I need to get to the Grand Canyon now. He literally was sitting in a car. He could drive to the Grand Canyon right now. Do people think the Grand Canyon is like something you can't get to?
Some people saying it's ancient Egypt, which is crazy.
Do they realize Egypt is where Egypt is right now? Do they not realize that Egypt already exists?
I also saw somebody say Babylon is in America.
No, this got to be studied.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Spirituality and religion touching the black community. We should make that a topic.
I seen that earlier, and you seen that live earlier. They ganged up on Coco. Yeah, they don't never want to come around here. They don't ever want to come talk to me. Because the last time they came and talked to me was the last time they was on the live, where I handled every single one of them. They never came back.
I wasn't a fan of their live because I saw Coco curse, and Coco barely curses. He got so frustrated because Slim and them was just being childish. They were just being childish, not listening and stuff. Like
they were doing the exact thing that they complain that we are doing. They say, "Oh, y'all don't let the Christians talk. Y'all be cutting them off," and then was like, "Oh yeah, I'm cutting you off because you're not answering the question." Oh no, that sounds so familiar. Then was like, "Oh, why do we need to stop people from their impulses? I don't know, so people don't do bad things like SA children or unalive people for no reason, like common sense." It was all bullshit. Like they were cornering him and trying to bully him, and then they come over here and they be like, "Y'all are cornering us and bullying us. We're children of God." Okay. You do the same thing.
It was a whole bunch of brain rot. I was out there.
And I don't even do that to every Christian. Like I'm pretty cool, pretty I have to be the most fluid person when it comes to Christians because I don't just automatically judge them. They're still human to me, but you got like 1 second to show me that you on some weird junk trying to apologize for SA or slavery or something like that. Then I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck that.
We just do it to the ones that get out of order. That's it. But you know, as Jayla said, not every Christian is bad. They just like the rest of us, and we can have a adult conversation and disagree with our ideologies. Not let it get disrespectful. Maybe troll a bit, but you know, not just.
We need to get to the Grand Canyon so humanity can be restored. I just don't understand that man literally has a car. You could drive to the Grand Canyon.
You know how many?
If you get in the
you get a rental car.
He can get a Greyhound. Did you know Greyhound buses that go to Vegas stop by the Grand Canyon, like right by it?
I'm a DM him that. I'm gonna say, hey, take the Greyhound. I hit him up. You know, I follow Ponce. I follow him. He keeps to come on my panel. I follow him.
You follow Grand Canyon up?
Yeah, but I haven't watched him for like months. It's been months. I haven't seen talk to him since the last time I met him.
Yeah, he was like 50 Cent. I got a message for you. A whole bunch of figures that he fucking drew. Dude, go talk to a medical health professional. Get medicated. Why are you drawing scribbles on a paper saying I need to talk to 50 Cent? What the fuck does 50 Cent got to do with you and the Grand Canyon and all this other shit? If 50 Cent even caught wind of what was going on, he would, of all people, he would clown you. Like, he's the only famous person I know that will openly clown you. Grand Canyon Unc is hilarious. That's what I call him, Grand Canyon Unc. Like, he'd be sitting in the car crying about Grand Canyon. Then he'd be like, if you read this Bible, if you dedicate your life to this Bible, I want you to come join my live. What? What's up, Azrael?
Azrael, we barely get you always welcome to come up. Azrael, we barely get you always.
Sage, pull your notifications down. Close them. Sage, pull your notifications down.
Sage, you got to echo. Sage, you got to echo.
Pull your notifications down or go to your home screen and come back. Yeah, we need to get to the Grand Canyon, people. There's portals. They're saying that because they found artifacts in the Grand Canyon. They hide in a secret. I want them to know that anytime the government or any country finds an artifact.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Sage? Anytime you find an artifact, anytime you find an artifact, it has to go through historians, archaeologists, all types of people. It has to go through a whole process to be cross-referenced so that they can date it to something. Egypt is not in the Grand Canyon. Egypt is on the continent of fucking Africa. But no, like anytime the government finds an artifact, right? Or any country finds an artifact, they go through an entire process to verify the validity and timing and all that. So they're going to cross-reference it with some documents and stuff like that. See what time period it's coming from, what group of people may have made it. They're going to go through a process. They're not going to just be like, yep, we found this tablet. Whole world needs to know about it. Because if they don't know when it happened or what it's saying, they can't really put it on display in any museum or anything. They're not going to do any of that. It takes some years, bro. You get into like the history of what if the Egypt that has been Egypt the entire time on the continent of Africa is a fake Egypt, and the Grand Canyon that we discovered thousands of years after Egypt is the real one?
I'm from Egypt.
And Ancient Egypt civilizations happened long before the Grand Canyon was even discovered, before America was even discovered. Egypt is the real Egypt. Grand Canyon, not Egypt. I don't know why y'all believe that. That's bullshit, man.
Who said that the Grand Canyon? You're talking about USA?
Yeah, they got some people on the internet right now. Unfortunately, they are black people. I don't want to inform you, but they black, and they saying basically that the Grand Canyon got portals in it. They crying saying they need to get to the Grand Canyon. Then one girl said the Grand Canyon is ancient Egypt.
What the?
Yeah, that's where we at right now as a
That's
society,
crazy.
man.
That's crazy. My father's from Cairo.
Look,
That's
I don't believe
fucking
that shit. I know Egypt is Egypt,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, Egypt
You
is
can fly to Egypt right now.
Look, I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but one thing because I'm from the Middle East, right? I'm Afghan and Egyptian. One thing I've realized since coming to America is it's not just black people, it's white people too, but black people are trying very hard to pretend like they're from places they're not. I'm just gonna give you an example.
Oh no,
Some black people,
you're not wrong. We got
yeah,
FBA, we got the American Indian black people who swear that they're
exactly,
indigenous.
yes.
Yeah, we
American
got. I
Indian.
know.
I got some black people telling me they're American Indian and they're not African at all. I mean, their ancestors are African. Like, you have to admit that. There's nothing wrong with being African. My father's African, like you should be claiming that your ancestors are African. You shouldn't be trying to be Arab or Indian or native Indian. You should claim your own ancestry, which is African. You're from Africa. You're
Oh
African
yeah, the
American.
nine that they're being. No, I
Yeah,
am
no,
African
not you. I'm
American.
just
I
saying.
know like my descent,
Yeah,
and I argue with them actually on my actual page. I do
yeah,
argue with them. I do have topics about
yeah,
it. I do have actual Afro-Indigenous people that I know that will educate them. It's on top of that, the spirituality. Now, there's one thing to practice like African spirituality from the old original African spirituality. It's another thing to practice like New Age spirituality, where people are getting into psychosis, unaliving themselves, unaliving their family, saying that the Grand Canyon, they need to get to the Grand Canyon, crying about it, all that stuff. That is spiritual psychosis at its finest. Like, these people are losing it. They are, and they need to get it together.
yeah.
And
The,
it's just not true. The stuff that they're saying
the,
is
the
just not
Grand
true.
Canyon is where they have Mount Rushmore, right?
No, I think Mount Rushmore is in Washington.
Oh, okay, my bad. So Grand Canyon, but I mean, this is
The Grand Canyon is in the desert. I think it's somewhere over there by Arizona. That's all I got, dude.
yeah. Arizona has nothing to do with Egypt, whatever they were
Look,
saying.
they saying it's portals in there,
Yeah.
but really NASA, NASA, ancient artifacts.
Hey, Jayla, you watched the recent Godzilla movie?
And they have it closed off right now, but that's because there's a.
Can you hear me? Jayla? Oh, she cut out. Jayla, you there? Well, basically, I was about to say, give Jayla a moment, guys. Her connection is kind of fuzzy.
Yes.
Oh, your Wi-Fi was cutting out. It's on one bar right now. But basically, what I was saying was, you watched that Godzilla movie, the portal that Kong and them jumped through. That's the portal they're talking about, and it took them to the other side of the planet. It took them to the surface.
I can hear it clearly in everything.
Bro, where is the portal?
About in the Grand Canyon.
I can hear it clearly. There's no portals in the Grand Canyon. The reason the Grand Canyon is closed off right now by NASA is because they found ancient artifacts. Now, when it comes to archaeology, NASA is going to have their hands in it. Okay? So what people don't realize is with ancient artifacts, there is a process of cross-referencing to get a timeline, to find what people may have left it there, a whole process. So they're not going to have you in the Grand Canyon while they're trying to figure that out, because they're not going to move it. First off, they're not going to move it automatically. They don't know how old it is. It might fall apart. Like, I'm not blessed.
Yeah, we didn't blaspheme nothing yet. We haven't really got no Christians to come up.
There's no portals in the Grand Canyon. No, I want you to go.
Giovanni, that is blasphemy, my brother. There's no portals in the Grand Canyon. The portals are in actual Egypt. Go to Egypt if you want to get to the portals. The portals will take you to the Grand Canyon.
I've been to the Grand Canyon before. I've been to Niagara Falls. No portals, just Earth. And I want everybody who believes there's a portal in the Grand Canyon to go to the hospital, right? Talk to somebody. Say, hey, I've been having some thoughts and I just wanted to run them by a doctor. And tell them that you think there are portals in the Grand Canyon. They're probably going to put you on a 48 hour to 72-hour hold to evaluate you, because that's bullshit, man. That's true. And anybody who's like actively believing that and thinking we need to get to the Grand Canyon right now, there's a thing and there's spirits and there's guiding and we have to get to the portal. That is spiritual psychosis.
I'm not gonna mention nothing about them portals if I have to go, because they're gonna throw me in a straitjacket and I can't do that. We got Oscar Proud. Where Penny at, Oscar?
Hey, what's going on? You said what? Where Penny? Why are you asking about Penny? You should be asking. I got grandma for you.
Don't nobody want grandma.
Who the fuck is grandma?
You don't remember grandma?
The grandma name is not grandma, so him just saying I got a grandma for you.
I didn't say who. I didn't say it was the one that lived with me.
Sugar mama.
Sugar mama. But that ain't the one I'm talking about.
That's crazy. Her name was Sugar Mama. That was wild.
Why are we talking about portals?
Who the fuck granny do you got in your house?
Oh, that's too many questions now. But hold on. Why are we talking about portals? What happened here?
Oscar, you ain't been seeing the Grand Canyon, dude?
I remember it was circulating a couple months ago. Now it's
No, this just happened. Grand Canyon Unk is saying basically like we need to get to the Grand Canyon now. While sitting in a car, nigga, drive to it. You what? You can just drive there. There's nothing stopping you. But like he's saying they're saying there's portals in there. And her Puerto Rican boyfriend. Oh yeah, La Cienega granddaddy. But yeah, they're trying to say we need to get to the Grand Canyon, dude. There's portals and the spirit is calling or something.
I remember those monolith things that was there.
What you talking about, man?
It was like this little black pole thing they found.
They just found some ancient artifacts there right now, so that's why it's closed off. Is because they're trying to date them and do all the stuff that they do.
Jayla, you sure you want Unc to go to the Grand Canyon with it this hot right now? He gonna be like this. He goes. We are streaming. Time. I would have went live earlier, but I was super duper busy. Super busy. But we'll for sure go live again in the morning, probably go way longer than usual, so I can catch up on some stuff and get some stuff for you guys. And I'll probably be on Volsi's live this Friday and Saturday if he does go live. So I'll go live with him. Cause your boy gonna be on vacation.
I'm saying you ready to get off now?
No. We kind of just started like a couple minutes ago. It's 3:10.
I know you've been MIA.
You needed a break. Rest up, little homie. Rest up.
You a repeated offender. You've been in TikTok jail 10 times this year. Okay, you beat the case. I'll give you that. Yeah, we need you at full strength.
I haven't been to TikTok jail in a while. Yeah, let me show y'all who Jayla is. Let me show y'all. Further beyond having ass. This who Jayla trying to get like. She'll be there soon. She'll be there soon. Couple more.
He's in that first version of Cell right now.
Oh, Oscar, have you seen the original Super Saiyan 3 design? Before?
Is it? No, I ain't even heard about that.
Let me show it to you. So originally, it was supposed to look like this. Hold on. All right, y'all got it right here. So originally, Oscar, this is what the design was supposed to look like.
Okay. Main difference having that tail. Is that wings on his back?
Yeah, it was so he's supposed to have the tail, and the second picture to the left, his hair was supposed to be like short, so it wouldn't go down to his back. It was gonna be like that.
Okay. Now that looks alright. The tail, I don't know how I feel about it. The tail, but for some reason, why do they make his forehead so much bigger in Super Saiyan 3? Who's that OG in the back with glasses in this picture?
I wonder why. It's I think he's Capone's dad. I'm not sure.
That's his daddy for real.
I think.
I do not like that guy. I went on his live a couple times. He always end up yelling and screaming. I'm like, dude. I kept my composure each time though, but I don't like him.
Yeah, they can get pretty annoying.
A
lot of strange tactics they use when talking to people. Slim don't do Wait, Slim doesn't let you on her lives?
The little powwows. Slim don't like me either.
Well, you guys, I think that's his dad. Don't quote me on that. I heard from other people that's his dad. I don't know. I thought I heard Capone one time call him dad. I don't know for sure, but I would.
He might have meant it in a spiritual way.
I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
strange in spiritual. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of strange if a grown man out of nowhere just go like, "Yeah, that's my daddy." Seriously, like there's a guy I joke with like, "Yo, you my dad," but like, like you my dad. Yeah, I don't know about that. I got two dads: my heavenly father and my earthly father.
At Catholic churches, they call basically the pastor father. I mean,
Yeah, priest.
I really don't see the difference. They up there preaching. There's the deacon, priest, and so it's like a
Anyone agrees or disagrees with the topic? Guest request coming up. You do not know that. Almost everybody has to have Anaconda, but almost
Hello.
everybody has to make their own purpose light. What's good, Anaconda? Oh, how?
1994. I'm 30. 30.
30 in 1994.
June.
happy belated.
Thank you.
What's good?
Why?
Because we can behave.
So, what in this world outside of God can help you with character development, healing from trauma, actually doing the work instead of just telling people, oh, just go work out, just stay positive, just be happy, just ignore the haters? No, I'm not going to therapy
Can I also
because they're
say
not going to tell you the truth. They're
reading
just
the
going to
Bible
cater
for
to how you feel. No,
but reading the
they're
Bible
not.
for yourself is yes.
No. Because they're not going to tell you what you need to hear in spite of what you feel. They're not going to tell you okay, what is that called?
But it's all. What about
No, it's
self-help
not.
books?
What
That
is
helps
that?
too.
What is that process called that they're putting you through? What is that called?
They're helping you get through.
Hypnosis? It's hypnosis, isn't it?
No. What is the C word that it's called?
Counseling. That's what you're thinking of, so.
But driven. But driven. Why do we need God? Why do we need it?
Because we are by far the worst people to possibly rely on when it comes to what's right and wrong. We need something outside of
The
ourselves to
the
tell us the
human
truth.
concept of the world versus the God concept. So God's understanding of things is far greater than that of the human mind can comprehend. That's why we never stop learning. In this physical realm that we're in, we're spiritual beings living in a physical realm. And because we live in a physical realm, there's going to be all these senses. There's going to be all of these things around us that is going to be good and bad, negative energy, right? And good energy. And because of that, the reason why we need God, to attract it towards God, God draws you to Him, right? And see, the thing is, well, you have to be His chosen one. So if you read the Old Testament as well as the New Testament, you notice that Jesus picked certain people in the Old Testament to be like Noah with the ark, and to be,
Anaconda. You brought us something about God has a better understanding. All that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
You brought up something about God having the better understanding, all that and stuff, right? How do you know
Yes.
God's understanding? Is it through the book? Do you know Him personally? Like, are you in His head? How do you know God's understanding of
Well, if you read the Bible for yourself and draw your own conclusions, as well as not just going to church and having somebody read the Bible for you, that God speaks to you through your heart, and God can have a relationship with you. So when you ask Him questions, He'll reveal to you throughout your life, and as well as in moments throughout your life to you. And this will be evident to you that.
Wait a minute. You know, the Bible is written by people that are making claims of things God said and God did.
Those are eyewitnesses, yeah. So eyewitnesses like Matthew, Luke, and John. Yeah, you're talking about the Apostle Paul and whatnot. Yeah, you're talking about
eyewitnesses. Eyewitnesses, what? Because they don't know God. They don't. You don't know for a fact.
They knew Jesus. Jesus
The
was
Gospels
the
was
word
not.
that came from Jesus came from God, and God spoke His word through.
Well, I gotta make a correction. And she also.
What about the burning bush? What about the
No,
burning
no.
bush story?
Hold on. You said the Gospels.
Jesus isn't in the Old Testament, but he's described.
What about Jonah? Story of Jonah. Or Goliath. What about Goliath?
We have manuscripts and Dead Sea Scrolls that were written by hand that preserved everything in the Bible, that were written in Greek.
That witnessed things that happened, dude.
It's God inspired.
Right.
God inspired. The book is God inspired, meaning God is the one that inspired them to write everything that they wrote. Everything that they wrote is God inspired. It can be
That's
proven.
why it's called faith, dude.
Wait,
The manuscripts and the Dead Sea Scrolls confirm it.
I love Driven. So if it's inspired by God, all this stuff they're saying is not even really from God if it's inspired. Like, this isn't a book where they're actually listening to what God is saying and writing what He's saying. If it was inspired by God Himself to write a book about God, they're almost making a fictional story. Most fictional stories are inspired by something.
Yes, Superman, but this story was
speaks
preserved.
To certain people. God reveals like angels and stuff to certain people.
No, better yet, I'll give you an example. Goku is a fictional character inspired by Sun Wukong from Sun Wukong.
Okay, but Goku's not real.
Yes, we know he's not real. What I'm saying is,
Jesus was.
Yeah, and there's little physical evidence that Jesus existed. And was buried, and they couldn't find the body, dude. They had the closing, and I think it was something that they went and found, like, to see what his face would have looked like. There's a whole, like, finding the old dry blood, which happened to still be alive, that had 24 chromosomes instead of 40. Was it 42 that humans typically have? Is it 42? Because you get 22 or 24 from your dad and then 24 from your mom. So because Jesus only had a mother, and the Holy Spirit came on and said that she was, I think it might be something like that, 22 or 24. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Yeah, I think it's like 42 or 43. I'm not sure exactly what the number is, but Jesus only had like 24. Hold on. Hey Google, how many chromosomes does a person have?
This is not even on topic.
Hey Google, how many chromosomes does a person have?
I haven't seen none of this evidence of Jesus existing.
Why isn't my Google working? That's because they would have wiped the evidence. They would have destroyed. The Jews didn't want any traces of the Christian history, dude. They tried to wipe it out.
No,
So
that's
that
backwards.
chromosome you was
That's
talking
right.
about.
That's why they were crucifying them, dude.
That chromosome you was talking about with Jesus was a hoax. The robe was a hoax.
No, it
Everything what you was
wasn't.
talking about. Yes, it was. It was a hoax.
No, I've seen the video, dude.
The robe.
What are you talking about?
But he was elected again. Because they couldn't find the body? Is that what you think? Is that why?
Eyewitness accounts.
Who's the eyewitness account?
They're in
His
the Bible.
disciples, the women that went to the temple and found his body gone. He still exists. Yeah, he still exists, even if you believe it or not. He still exists. He still exists. You're gonna kill him like when you're gone, when you're under 6 feet under, and he put. Not scared of it. It's to have a relationship.
Okay, this is not even a part of the topic. We're yapping right
It's to have a relationship with. Not scared of it. It's to have a relationship.
Okay, this is not we're yapping even a part of this. Is not even a topic of the
It's to have a relationship with. Not scared of it. It's to have a relationship.
That's nice. I'm sorry, we're yapping. You said why do we? Not even a topic of the
It's to.
Because you say so?
You just don't want to accept the truth, because you're a bigot.
Bro, this is not the topic. Are we trolling right now? Bro, this is not
Why do you
even
hate God? Why do you hate God? Why do you hate God? Why do you hate God? It's something that it's a political term that Trump uses. It's when somebody is stuck in their ways and don't want to accept any other. It's when somebody doesn't want to accept any other beliefs beside their own.
Hey, Jayla, we're having trouble hearing just your audio specific to the live. Jump in and jump back out. Yeah, no, we can hear you, but I have you live on a YouTube channel and I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you. I can hear everybody, but for some reason, everybody else, even in the comments, can't hear Jayla for some reason.
Are we gonna go back to the topic? Like we're all the way.
I thought this was the topic.
No, this is not the topic. I don't know what SSJ is yapping about. That
Wait,
has
are you a
nothing to do
Christian?
with.
Because I followed you. I wanted to follow you if you all.
Yes, I'm a Christian. Yes.
Okay, I followed you. Follow me back.
Hold up. Jayla was cookie. But let's get your answers to the prompt up here. Well, actually, Jayla coming back so she can finish conversing with your YouTube.
Ooh, I like the comment down below. It said,
Can
read the
y'all
book
hear
for
me
yourself.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
anybody. Not y'all. Y'all could always hear me. I'm talking about the people in the comments.
People in the comments, can y'all hear Jayla? Jayla, do a mic check.
I'm trying, but they're yapping.
They said they can hear you now. You're good.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
What's your YouTube channel, by the way?
Black Atheist Coalition. I'm putting
Oh, Black Atheist what?
Black Atheist. Is it? I'm putting in the comments.
Black Atheist Cult.
Hold up.
Cult. The only cult here is the one that you're in.
No,
you're-
I'm trying to understand what he was saying so I could look it up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He said coalition.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Have you ever seen Dark Matter 2525? He's got pretty good stuff.
Are we gonna get back to the topic?
Well, Driven, what's your answer to the prompt? What's your opinion on the prompt? You don't need a God or Bible to figure out your purpose in life. You create that purpose for yourself.
You can't make that purpose for yourself. Because every time people say that, they still complain about depression, anxiety. I gotta go to therapy, this, that, and the third.
Hold on,
So
Driven.
clearly your way is
It
not
doesn't
working.
say make. I know American literacy sucks. It doesn't say make your own purpose. It says figure it out, which means the purpose was already there and you discovered it, not make it. That's two different things.
That doesn't matter. Our ways still don't work.
I will Driven.
Like,
What's
it
your
God knows
doesn't.
everything before it happens. That's why.
Wait. So Driven. Let me make this clear. So God gives you purpose, correct?
Yes.
What's your purpose? What's your purpose that God gave you, or whatever?
The purpose that God gave me was to live and grow in the things of God, spread his good news and his word to those around me, show love to those around me,
Okay.
apply his teaching.
Okay, so the purpose he gave you is basically what every other Christian has, and your guys' purposes is
It's
not
discipleship. Yes.
It's not that's your purpose to go around and
To spread the gospel. Yes, to spread the good news.
Sounds like
useless.
Sounds like a bunch of robots. Y'all have the same purpose. Go spread the good word.
We're also brothers and sisters in Christ.
It sounds like cult stuff to me.
So you're telling
It's a
me
cult.
if you found out about something that objectively works, you're just gonna be like, I'm not gonna tell it, and then have other people branch that out. We just gonna sound like robots. I'm gonna just keep it to myself instead.
No, what I'm saying
tell people.
Wait, it's important to have a purpose from God, correct?
What?
Is this purpose from God some big important thing?
Yes.
Okay, and it's something meaningful, correct?
Yes.
And this purpose you have is what all other Christians have. We need to spread the good word, spread the gospel, blah, blah, blah. You guys' purpose is pretty much the same thing. You guys are like a beehive. Ants. You do the same thing. You work. You have this unique
There was a thing called spiritual gifts.
Your purpose sounds boring.
The purpose is useless if there's actual genocide happening on Earth and people are starving, and we have all these houses we're building that people can't even afford to live in, and all this stuff around you is fucked up, and all you can do is walk down the street and say, God loves you. Jesus came. He got on the cross and died for you. That's pretty fucking useless. That's not helping anybody at all.
What are you talking about? What does that have to do with God?
You probably could have heard me if this person wasn't talking over me.
There's a lot to do with God.
What does that have to do with God?
Listening, like y'all not listening to me because y'all talking. Listen to what I'm gonna say again. There are children unaliving and geocide right now. There are children enslaved right now to make the batteries that make our phones work. There are people losing their life. There's 1 million people in America right now in trafficking. There is so much going on. And all of the Christians' purpose is to just spread the gospel and walk around and tell people Jesus is coming back. The Lord loves you. You need to get right with Christ. That's useless. That's not helping any fucking body. People are living on the street while they're building more houses. That's what y'all just said to us.
Purpose. I didn't say only.
What is the Christian
so what's y'all he asked you what your purpose was, and that's what you gave him.
Can
so
I
that's
answer
all
that
we're
question?
Go off
I
of.
know
So what is your real purpose?
Doing the things of God is showing love to those around us.
Driven. Let me
that
give you an
does not mean
driven.
Like,
Let me give Driven. Hold up.
The atheists won't even listen to us.
Wait a minute. I don't really believe in all this spiritual purpose stuff, all that nonsense. But let's say Usain Bolt's purpose in life is to be a runner. That's his purpose. One of the best runners in the world right now. That's his purpose, to be a runner, right?
Okay.
Your purpose compared to Usain Bolt's, I mean, where he's at right now, you know, Usain Bolt has a better purpose in life than you.
Is everybody the same? Answer that question. Is everybody the same in this world? Exactly. So that's why everyone has a different purpose when it comes to spreading the gospel and having spiritual gifts. Okay, we're the body of Christ. Someone might be the hand. Someone might be the leg.
What that does for me? Hold on, I have a question. What that does for me paying my rent?
Wait, Bam, that's not even the main. I'm not gonna lie, that's not even the main point that I want to point out here. I want to point out that Anaconda and all the Christians keep saying don't do what the church does, while preaching something I have heard in almost every single church I grew up in Somebody's going to be the hand in the body of Christ. Somebody's going to be the leg. Somebody's going to be the foot. But we all work together for one purpose. I have heard that so many fucking times. Be fucking original. Can you think for yourself outside of the body of Christ? Or is there a brain in that operation too? And so you don't have a thought for yourself?
No, we know how to think for
I'm
ourselves.
talking to Anaconda.
Yes. Do you know how to think for yourself?
Obviously, because I broke away from that bullshit.
Okay. You can be down to earth and still be aware of the spiritual
I
realm.
didn't say I was
and the
down to
physical
earth.
realm.
What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say anything about being down to earth. I broke away from organized religion. So I can think for myself, obviously.
Well,
You
you can
could
still
think for yourself in
and follow
organized
Christ.
religion. You're
If
not
that was
strapped.
true, then y'all wouldn't be saying the exact same thing every single time somebody asks y'all a question. You know how many times I've heard free will come out of every Christian mouth? You know how many times I heard that, oh, our purpose is to spread the gospel? You know how many times I heard that shit?
Just
On
because
TikTok,
you
off
don't
TikTok in real life,
understand it
growing
does
up in
not mean
church
it doesn't
with
work.
two
No, I
pastor
think what happened is
parents.
that I think God
Oh my
hardened your
goodness.
heart.
Okay, well, he need to unharden it because I really don't give a fuck about nothing y'all saying. What I want y'all to understand is what y'all are
Well, why
doing
won't you
is the
accept it?
exact thing that churches do automatically. Y'all are saying things that everybody here has heard one or at least once or twice in their lifetime. Where you go to church, you hear about, oh yeah, somebody gonna be the arm and somebody gonna be the leg in the body of Christ. We all working for the same thing, to get to Christ and fellowship with Christ in the end. Or yeah, free will. God gave you a decision. God gave you this. You don't follow God because you're hurt. You don't follow God because something hurt you. You hate God. You hate something that doesn't exist. That's illogical. So can you think for yourself? Because y'all haven't given me one fucking argument that I've never heard in my life. I've been in
then
church
you know what?
my
How about
entire
this?
life. I've heard all
I'm
of
gonna
these
negate
arguments
this whole
before.
thing. I'm gonna negate this whole
Hold on,
thing
Driven.
so it can make you think.
Wait, Driven. Before you go, let me throw this in because I really want y'all to think about this, right? Driven and Anaconda. Before I ask this, does God give everyone a purpose?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Just want to ask this real quick. What was Emmett Till's purpose?
I don't know who that is, but God probably, even the
That's
bad
his
works
brand.
good. Even the
If you don't
good.
know who that is, then don't answer the question.
Driven, do you
If
know
you
who
don't know
Emmett
who
Till
Emmett Till is, don't answer.
Explain the person to me.
You don't know Emmett Till?
I don't know who that is, dude.
They don't
What
teach that to
the
them.
fuck? But y'all,
How y'all don't know
but
who the
y'all
fuck
care
Let
about
me
this
talk.
Jesus
Let me
Christ.
talk,
just
dude.
explain it.
No,
Why are
how
we
can you answer a question about? How can you answer a question about
even the
something you
bad
don't
works out from
understand,
God's faith.
Anaconda?
Even the bad works
Anaconda,
out from
listen
God's
to what
faith.
I'm saying to you. Listen, how the fuck
Even the
can you
bad,
answer a
dude.
question about somebody you don't know? You will
Points
probably
towards the
say the
glory of
wrong
God.
thing because you don't understand the severity of
Even the
Emmett
bad
Till.
points towards
Emmett Till is a little boy
points
who
towards the
lost his
good.
life. Listen, so you can hear what Emmett Till is, right? So you can be educated, right? Because the school system fucking failed you, and your racist white parents also failed you. When it comes down to saying this question, if you cannot answer the question because you don't know who the person is, then sit back and listen. Emmett Till is a little black boy who lost his life because a YT woman lied and said he whistled and catcalled after her. They went to his
so
house
that's why
at
you hate
night
God.
and took him
You
and
hate white people.
unalived him, made oil out of him.
Why do you have against white
What
people?
the fuck are you yapping about?
What
What
does
This is
that
the
have
story.
to?
I'm telling you the story. I'm telling you the story. Y'all said,
Yeah, you're
okay, who's
victimizing
Emmett Till?
yourself with the whole
And now I'm not Emmett Till.
with the whole black stuff. Yeah, I
I'm
heard this stuff
victimizing
1,000
myself
times.
because I'm victim. Okay,
You're victimizing
so you
yourself.
are a Christian. So I just realized something. So you are a Christian nationalist,
Bro, what does
and
that
it's
have
very
to do
on
with
brand of
anything?
You
you.
are depressing yourself.
He asked you a question about Emmett Till, so I'm telling y'all who
Stop
Emmett Till
suppressing
is.
yourself.
I am not the victim. Emmett Till is the victim.
Get over
If
it,
you were
dude.
listening to the story and okay, I'm about to start being
You're not
ableist, so it's
enslaved.
best that you just be the fuck quiet because I'm not that good of a person. I don't have a God to follow.
You are more food.
You do, and you're doing worse than him. If I'm being fucking honest.
I dropped it.
Let me ask Driven. Hopefully, you
And
know
Driven,
that.
you said, can you just tell the story, right? You said, who is Emmett Till? Can you just explain it? And then when I explain it, you go, what does that have to do with anything? That was the purpose. It was a part of the question he asked you. You asked me to explain it, and now you don't want the explanation?
No, I'm asking where you
with Jayla, because I'm not gonna go through because he needs to know about it himself so we can get through it. Driven, do you at least know that African Americans were part of the transatlantic slave trade? Do you at least know about that?
Yes, I know about that. Yes.
Since God gave everybody a purpose, what was their purpose? What was their purpose? The people that was enslaved for hundreds of years, what was their purpose?
What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with God.
No. I'm asking
It
what
does. You said God gave everybody a purpose, so he's asking you what was the purpose of the people inside of the
You
transatlantic
find
slave
your
trade.
purpose in him. They weren't finding their purpose in him when they were doing that. That was of their own free will. They went out their way to do that.
It was their own
Not because
free will
God
to be
said
slaves?
so.
Wait, is their own free will to be slaves? They just chose to be slaves?
They chose to enslave people.
No.
That's a
I'm
human
not talking about
problem.
the enslavers. I'm talking about the slaves. What was the slaves' purpose? What was their purpose from God? What was their purpose in life?